Hi everyone, I just wanted to say a few words in changing your reality into the desired results that you want. So, first of all, anything that is going on in your reality, you could just look at it as a old story. Things that have manifested that maybe if they're undesirable that you want to change in your reality, everything is just a thought away from changing. And so, I wanted to bring this point up because when we're consciously manifesting, it's no different to how we have been manifesting our whole life. And so the only difference is that we become more aware of our thoughts, and we become more aware of how we want to put our concentrated thought into a reality that we want to experience, meaning that conscious manifesting should be seen as a normal process to your whole life, to every day of your life, meaning that even if you have a day that you spiral, if you have a week that you spiral, if you are having anxious thoughts or negative thoughts or doubting the whole process in whatever it is that you are manifesting, you still have to make it work in your favor. So if you spiral for a whole week, your assumptions should be something like, I spiraled for a whole week, so that's great, then my manifestation is going to come to me now very, very soon, or it's coming to me the next day because I got all of my negative feelings out of my system and now I'm ready to experience it. It shouldn't be, I spiraled for a whole week, now I'm going to mess up my manifestation. I need to ask questions about this. I need to ask somebody about what I'm going to do because I maybe have destroyed my manifestation from coming. Maybe I caused it to delay, and this is another limiting belief as well too. And when we're human, we're going to have emotions where we're going to actually feel like these things. We're always going to be questioning things because that is just a part of human nature. But when we are questioning things, we are in that moment in time, we are questioning it because we're not believing that we're actually manifesting beings, but we are. We're always manifesting. We're even manifesting the negative things into our life, whether we know it or not. But we do on an unconscious level when we have limiting beliefs. So this is why we are talking about limiting beliefs in the manifesting community, because you want to identify a belief that is just not working for you. So when you do identify the belief, all you're doing then is changing the story of it, and you're repeating that new story into your mind for a period of time until it becomes a new belief, because a belief is just a habit of thought. And so you can change all these beliefs, and when you do change them, that's when your reality starts to conform into what it is that you want. So don't put limiting beliefs on yourself on the manifesting journey, meaning that everything's working in your favor no matter what. That should be your whole blanket affirmation. Everything is always working in your favor, because it is. And the moment you have a desire, it's created for you. And the only time that it either has delays or anything like that is because of the disbelief. But as you override the old story with your new affirmations and your new story that you're telling yourself, things will change. You'll elevate in consciousness, you'll attract it into your reality. And it's to keep that knowing in mind when you are manifesting for particular things. So the next time you're feeling that you're anxious or you're stressed and you're thinking that because that happens, it's going to mess up your manifestation, turn it around in your favor and say, no, this is a part of life. I am human. I'm going to experience emotions, and it's got nothing to do with my manifestation, because my manifestation is a given the moment I think about it, and it's all up to me whether I'm going to believe that I'm going to experience it or not. And that's the whole kind of thought process that you have then. So it's redirecting your thoughts into, no, I have it. I can't even be so, what is that quote, that is it Neville Goddard that says it, that your manifestation can't even imply that it's near, because that even means that it's separate. So always remember that it's coming from within. If you have a desire, it's within. It's like that story that he's in Barbados. So anything you're manifesting, remind yourself, no, it's here now. And if I can't see it right now, that is just my senses just telling me a false story, because in my heart and soul I know that it's here. And it's redirecting your thoughts into working in your favor. Even if you have a whole day where you're crying and feeling like a victim, it's like, yeah, grand, that's grand now, I got that out of my system, so that means now I am manifesting what it is that I want in the next hour. Or just make everything mean that it's working in your favor. You create your own reality through the assumptions that you create. So what assumptions are you going to create? Always remember to create the assumptions that work in your favor. And it's this whole new kind of thought process that is conscious manifesting. I mean, isn't that even the actual term from it? It's a new thought movement, I think, was the actual term for it when it started out back in the early 1900s, when people started talking about it, like Neville Goddard and Joseph Murphy. I think that was actually the new term for it, or something, was the new thought movement. And that's what it is. So it's a new thought. You know that it's like quantum physics and mechanics. It's your thought. The energy is coming from your thoughts. So what thoughts are you going to create? Always make everything mean that it's working in your favor, even when things are not feeling great, even when things are not showing up in your reality right now the way that you want. Just change it around and say, okay, right, this is the way that it is now, but it's changing. I am seeing the change, I'm feeling the change, and I am experiencing the change, and I'm allowing myself to step into this new reality. Just keep changing the thought, just keep redirecting the thought into the new identity and into the new person that you are, as this person who has everything that you want, because that is all that it is. And I just wanted to make a little video on that, just to kind of remind you that to not create limiting beliefs on yourself. Don't create beliefs that are not even there in the first place. So just remind yourself that you've always been manifesting your whole life, and just because you're aware of it now, it doesn't mean that if you have a negative day that things are just not going to work out for you. That's not the way that it is. It's to change your whole dynamic, to be stronger in your mindset and stronger in your beliefs, so that you can overcome and transcend circumstances in a way that is, so as I say before, that humble confidence, that unconditional love, that peace within, that I know I always quote Dr. Maya Angelou, but I was watching her in a video there recently, and she was talking about advice that she told her son, and one of the things that she had told her son years ago was to always preserve that sacred place within you. And that should be where your humble confidence is, where you have everything that is you, that is in. It's your own place where within, meaning that you don't allow anything that is negative or anything that is against the purity of your soul to come in and to actually step over that boundary for you, to actually come in and invade your safe, sacred space. You have to get into that kind of humble confidence of knowing that this space it's like walking with poise. It's like, when you're walking around, I think she says as well, it's like, you know your boundaries and all this type of thing. And I know she was very spiritual, so she would talk about God. It's like, no. Yeah, it's a place where you are able to say no to someone. So if somebody is coming in and stepping on your boundaries, it's like, no, I am a child of God and you do not treat me this way. I am a child of God and you are not going to disrespect me in this way, because you are protecting your sacred place within. And so that is what you should be doing when we are consciously manifesting as well too. Don't allow for circumstances to trigger you in a way that you are going to feel defeated or feel victimized. Understand that sacred place within you is your knowing. That's the place where all your desires are being created, and it's the place where everything you need is within you as well too. You can connect to that place at any time, at any moment of the day, through your affirmations, through prayer, through meditations, through breath work. Anytime that you actually come into the present moment and you're protected yourself, you're protecting that sacred inner place where you connect to yourself. That is where your true connection to yourself is, and that is where your strength comes from, and all of these kind of things that create who we are and what we experience in our life. So I just wanted to make a quick video on that, and I will chat to you soon.